I was walking home from the bus station just past midnight. The streets were quiet, too quiet, and I had missed the last connecting bus. My phone was dead, and I was stuck miles from home. It was one of those cold, damp nights where the air clings to your skin and every shadow feels too dark, too deep. I had almost resigned myself to walking the whole way when a pair of headlights cut through the darkness behind me. An old sedan slowed to a stop beside the curb. The driver leaned over and rolled down the window. "You headed somewhere, friend?" he asked. His voice was calm, friendly even. A middle-aged man, maybe late 50s, well-dressed, clean car. There was nothing immediately off about him, at least not yet. I hesitated. "Yeah, just trying to get home, my phone's dead." "Well, hop in, I'm headed that direction. I don't mind the company." Something in me said don't. But I got in anyway. We made small talk at first. He told me his name was Tom. Said he used to be a teacher before retiring. He asked about my work, my life, my destination. Seemed normal enough. But after 10 minutes I realized we weren't on the right road. I said, trying to keep my tone light, "Hey, I think we missed the turn." He didn't respond. His eyes stayed fixed on the road, both hands gripping the wheel tighter than before. I asked again, "Tom?" Still nothing. Outside the window, there were no streetlights, no houses, no signs, just endless woods on either side, the trees getting thicker, pressing in. I reached for my seatbelt release, but the second I did, he glanced at me for the first time in minutes. "Seatbelt stuck. Don't bother." The smile he gave me wasn't friendly anymore, it was knowing. I felt the blood drain from my face. I asked, my voice barely above a whisper, "Where are we going?" He chuckled, low and slow, "Just taking a little detour." I looked out the window again. The road was crumbling. Dirt and gravel now. Branches scraping the sides of the car like fingers. No signs of civilization anywhere. "I'd like to get out," I said firmly. He didn't answer. I reached for the door handle. Locked. I hit the unlock button. Nothing. The dashboard lights flickered, then died. And then the headlights went out. Complete darkness. He didn't even slow down. We were driving blind through the woods. I couldn't see the road, couldn't see anything. Just the outline of his face, pale and unmoving. "Stop the car," I shouted. Finally he turned to me. His eyes were pitch black, not just dark, empty, void. "I thought you wanted a ride," he said softly. Then the car jerked violently. The engine sputtered, groaned, and went completely silent. We coasted to a stop. Silence. No crickets, no wind. Nothing. I looked around. The trees seemed impossibly tall. The road we had come from, gone. Just forest in every direction. "I'm done here," he said, almost to himself. And then he opened the door and stepped out into the dark. He didn't say goodbye. He didn't look back. I was alone in the car, or at least I thought I was. Then I heard it, breathing, but it wasn't mine. It came from the back seat, slow, shallow, right behind my head. I turned, heart pounding. There was no one there, but the window was fogged, from the inside, and in the center of the glass, a handprint appeared. I kicked the door with everything I had, screaming, clawing at the lock at the windows until something finally gave way. I stumbled out into the woods, disoriented, panicked. I ran, crashing through branches, tearing my clothes on thorns I couldn't see. Eventually I found a road, not the same one, but a road. A police car happened to pass minutes later. I must have looked insane, covered in cuts, babbling about a man named Tom and a ride that led nowhere. They searched for the car, never found it, never found tire tracks. Nothing. Just me, standing there in the dark, alone. They chalked it up to stress, exhaustion, maybe even a bad dream, but I know what I saw, what I heard. Since that night, I don't accept rides from strangers, and I never drive unfamiliar roads after dark, because I still think about that breathing in the back seat, and the handprint on the glass, and I wonder, what would have happened if I hadn't escaped, or worse, if I had never tried?